Right now, I'm literally stranded in the middle of nowhere. Like the truck that got me here just left. And I'm gonna be surviving out here for the next 24 hours. But the catch is, I'm only allowed to use Temu products to survive. Now, I don't know how many of you guys have been on Temu before, but let's just say the quality of things on that, let's just say it's not up to par. So I really don't know how I'm gonna make this happen. But we're out here and the truck is gone, so I really don't have a choice at this point. So yeah, let's just get into the video, bro. What is that? I'm not gonna hold y'all, I'm actually kind of scared right now. Like, bro, I keep hearing like... Now, while I'm out here, there's 3 main things that I have to do, and there's 1 rule that I have to follow no matter what. The first task on my list is obviously I need to find shelter. I need to find somewhere where I can set up my camp, somewhere where I can set up my base, and you know what I'm saying, just have something to call home. Task number 2, I need to start a fire. Obviously, it's hot right now, it's like 80 degrees, but it's gonna get cold, and I also need something to cook with, so I'm gonna have to start a fire. How can I make a survival video without starting a fire? Like, that makes no sense. And task number 3, I have to find food. I literally came out here with nothing but Temu products, and I don't know about y'all, but I was not gonna buy food off of Temu. The number 1 rule that I have to follow no matter what is at the end of this video, I have to go back to the Temu page of every single item that I bought and leave a 5-star review. But I'm not allowed to lie at all. So that's probably gonna be the hardest part, honestly. But hey, we gotta do what we gotta do out here. Whoa, that is a very interesting tree. Hold up, I'm gonna go over that tree. It's like, this tree is like spiraling around itself. Was it, I wonder if this was 2 trees that were just really close together, or if this was 1 tree that just branched out into another one. But either way, this thing is cool. We need to give this a name. What do you guys think the name of this tree should be? Leave a comment down below on what you think it should be. But since this is a very unique tree, this is gonna be I think this will be a good landmark, and I'm not gonna lie. This whole area that I'm in right now, this is a pretty nice area. It's pretty flat, got pretty good cover, shade from the elements. I like this tree, so I think this is where we're gonna set up camp. Seems like a good spot. I should call this like Camp Spiral, because it's spiral tree. I don't know, is that stupid? That might be stupid. If you guys got a better name, let me know. So since this is gonna be camp, right? Like, I know this is where I'm gonna put all of my stuff at. Let me start trying to picture this out in my head, all right? So off rip, I'm thinking the tree is like, you know what I'm saying? That's like the backdrop. That's like the main point. So I'm feeling maybe a tent right here. I'm thinking right here, kind of where I'm standing, fire pit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna find some rocks or like something I can like make a circle with, put some wood in there, fire pit. That's gonna be hard. I think I have a torch. I gotta have a torch so I can like solidify that this is my camp. So maybe like in front of the fire pit, maybe like somewhere like over here, I can pop down my torch. Yo, this is gonna be so fun. Like, aren't you so excited to like experience wilderness, just sleep out here? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so what am I missing? Oh yeah, I need the stuff. So let me just, there it goes. All right. So this is all the stuff that I got from Temu. So my total for all of these items came out to, with shipping and tax, $124.97. Now it says here that from Temu's discounts, I saved $551.33. So hell of a savings if you ask me. We'll see if all of this is really worth it. Just to give you guys a quick run through the items. I'm gonna just point out that the fact that there's supposed to be a tent and a fishing pole in these 2 packages is already crazy. What is this? Okay, we got a fire starter. I did order one of those. A rechargeable headlamp, because I'm gonna need light, obviously. Is this my knife? Bro, this is a cooking knife, bro. My axe. Okay, this actually looks like a decent size. So I was curious how they fit a whole fishing rod and stuff in here. It's because it's in pieces and there's no reel. The price point, obviously, you know, I knew it wasn't gonna be good, but now y'all, I'm gonna be honest, after looking at all this survival equipment, I'm not actually sure if I would trust any of this with my life. Then we should be good, we should be fine. You know, I'm not too worried. I think, I'm worried, I'm lying, I'm scared. We'll see how this goes. We just gonna have to see how it goes. Okay, so in the process of us trying to put up this life tent, we figured it'd just be better as a tarp. I'm sure it works. So since we don't have a tarp, we're just gonna use this survival tent as a tarp. But it does look like it works. So I like the color, and I think it will work. So 5-star rating for that. Yeah, we're gonna use that knife to cut this tarp. Okay guys, now that camp is pretty much set up, this is almost done with step number 1. Oh no, it's not. We gotta put the torch. We gotta put the torch, and we gotta also make a fire pit, I think. Yeah, let's do those. All right, y'all, I'm not one of those guys off TikTok that can just chop a tree down in like 2 swings, and I have like this little tomahawk hammer axe thing. But I'm gonna try for y'all.
Five hours later.
How solid is this tree? Well, now that I cut down this tree, we have to chop this into logs. But after we do that, we'll have firewood for the fire. Okay, so now that I can check getting firewood off of my list, my home base is pretty much set up. So let me go see what I can find around here. There's man-made structures. I wish I could go up, but there's like no ladder or anything to even like go up. After finding that one structure, I thought to myself, if there's one, there's probably more. So I kept looking around just to see what else I could find. Y'all, I've been walking for a minute and I saw this structure like in the distance and I don't know what it is. Cause what is that? I'm kind of scared, but I mean, I'm kind of tempted to go look in it and see what it is. It looks like an old shed or house or something that collapsed. So somebody definitely lived here at one point in time. Maybe at one point in time, what if this was like a nice cottage, you know, Goldilocks and the 3 bears kind of thing? At one point, might have been, maybe. Hold up, y'all see that? There's no way. Huh, well, whoever owned this, I guess they had a fishing rod and they went to fishing. So now that we got a rod, I guess we can go fishing. I don't need to use the Temu one anymore. Huh, good to know, good to have. So I've been carrying around this life straw pretty much all day, right? And this is, I'm not gonna lie guys, this is probably the product that I'm the most scared to test. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take a sip of this water through this straw. Let me just get this over with and we're gonna make this like as fast as possible. Don't buy a life straw off of Temu, but I do have to give it 5 stars. It's a straw. It is a straw and it works. So 5 stars. Now I had done a lot today, but I was still extremely hungry because I haven't gotten any food. So I fished for what felt like hours and hours and hours and hours. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I really was about to give up. Like I thought that I was just gonna starve tonight, but something good happened. Oh, yo, I got some. Dylan, I got some. Yo. The hell? Thought I had a fish. This is beans? I mean, not a fish, but we're gonna eat beans tonight. All right, y'all, so unfortunately we weren't able to come up with some fish, but we had to get back to camp because obviously, as you can see, it's getting dark. And since it's getting dark, it's time to start the fire. Now, I got this fire starter off of Temu. Once again, don't know if it works, but I think it's gonna work. Put some brush over it. That should catch. There we go. Now we just need to add some twigs. And some sticks over it. Throw a couple more leaves in there. The leaves make it smoke really bad, but the leaves will make it catch. So I just start a fire using a Temu fire starter. I feel like I'm a survival man now. Guys, like I said, I have to give every product a 5-star rating. And I mean, this is a fire starter that it works. So like the fire started, like I don't know what else to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we made a fire. Nice. Now we just got to keep it going. All right, guys. So we've tested pretty much almost all of the products, even though the majority of them were flashlights. But as you can see, like all the flashlights are working pretty well. So finally, we're gonna have to cook something because I did get some pots. I will use the Temu knife to try to open this thing though. So I guess that makes it fair. This knife still hasn't earned its stripes yet. Everything else has earned its stripes. This knife has not. So I'm gonna open this can, put it in here, and then I'm just gonna put the pot like kind of like on the edge of the fire, and hopefully, you know, should be hot enough. Is there an easier way to open a knife with a can? Open a can with a knife, other than just trying to stab the top a bunch of times? Open slightly. I can review the knife now. I can say I opened my beans with it. We got beans, and now I'm just gonna set it like right here on the edge of this like fire. A little bit of wood in my beans, but that's not a Temu error, that's a Drew error. Here we have a cooked can of beans, cooked in the fire, started by a Temu fire starter in the can that came from Temu, along with the spoon that came from Temu. The beans are the only thing in here that did not come from Temu. Pretty good. I mean, it's just beans, like it doesn't really taste like much, but I mean, they're hot. The can didn't melt or anything, and it was in fire. It's a little burnt up on the side, but I mean, like I said, I did just put it in fire. The handle works, it was compact, 5 stars. Now I'm gonna sit back and look over my camp, enjoy my pot of beans. Let's gather around the campfire and sing our campfire song. RCAMPFIRESONG song. Got it all from Teemu. I'm clanking with the pot, spoon in the whip, and you know the whip hot. Getting kinda hot, cause the fire like the flame. Man, sub to my YouTube channel, I don't play no games, cause you know we coming with that fire, coming with that heat. Man, you know I made a campfire, yeah, I kinda beat it up. Hold on, not no mic, but I cup. Hold on, not no kids, no Diddy. Pause.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
This a Teemu song, and you know I hit the gritty. Speaking of them kids, you know Teemu got them. They be making them work every... Yeah, so it's been about 12 hours, and I want this challenge to end as fast as possible. So this is my pillow for tonight. It's a blow-up pillow. You know, can't go wrong. How do you mess up a blow? It's a lot. It's hard to blow up. Was that thunder? It better not rain. All right, guys, I blew up this pillow. It took a minute, but it's very small. Okay, guys, we didn't move all the sticks out from under the campground, which is the only, you know, it wasn't the best idea. I don't think I'm gonna need to get in the sleeping bag because it's not hot. So I think I'm just gonna use it as like, I don't know, like padding. Yeah, so here's my sleeping bag, guys. I think it works pretty well. And I put my pillow right at the head of my... I found a hole in my tent right here in this corner. Hopefully nothing jumps through that in the middle of the night and comes in here. Now that I have my camp set up, I'm gonna try to go to sleep. Can you see me? Yeah, nice. All right, guys, well, I will see you guys in the morning. All right, y'all. I don't know if you can see how red my eyes are, but I got like no sleep. Y'all can see outside, the sun is now starting to come up. It's like my watch is dead. I think it's like, I know sunrise is usually around like 7 to 7:30. When we start the challenge, we start at like 10 a.m. So like 2.5 hours left. Anyways, we survived the night. Welcome back to this week's segment of Will You Survive? Starring your host, Drew. Now, I've been out here for the past 24 hours surviving using nothing but Temu equipment, but could you? And that's what we're gonna figure out today. On Will You Survive, we have a culmination of items as you can see here, and each and every one of these items is something that I used to survive in the past 24 hours. But let's see, is it really worth your money? First up on our segment, we have these 2 camping lantern lights. Now obviously when you pull them down, the lights come out. Coming in at a whopping $7. Could you use these and survive? Yes, you can use these and survive. $7 for these 2 lanterns. They may not last long, but they'll definitely let you survive through 24 hours. So these you can keep. Next up on our list, we have this fishing rod. Now, this isn't the entire rod and it's already broken apart. Coming in at a whopping $12. Can you survive if you buy this rod? Sorry, you won't be surviving with this one. Here we have this blow up pillow coming in at a staggering $1. Will you survive? Yeah, you will. You definitely can. Now coming up next, we have this fire starter. Will this help you survive? You can etch your bass, it will. Now this here is a shovel. Will this help you survive? I think it will. Also, if you gotta go to the bathroom, you're gonna need a shovel. Now the most expensive item that we have here today is this hatchet hammer combination that comes in at a $20 price tag. I'll just tell you right now, this will help you survive. This right here is a survival knife. Now, do I think it's a survival knife? It looks a little small to be a survival knife. But let's not judge it by its size, because size doesn't matter. The knife could have an amazing personality, okay? However, we're not talking about personality right now. Will you survive? Yeah, I'd say you'd survive. At a $5 price point, here I have the bag for a life tent. Now, the life tent was not set up. We ended up using the life tent as like a so-called tarp. So, will you survive? That just depends on you, and less on the object and more on your survival capability. So for that, we'll throw it in the middle. Here in my hand, I have the biggest pot out of the 2-pot set. Do you think that you would survive if you had these? Yeah, you will. Because if you can't survive with this, then you probably aren't, how the kids say, you're probably not cooking. Right now in my hands is a life straw that was purchased for $6. Now, will you be able to use this life straw to survive out here? So due to legal reasons, I'm not allowed to tell you whether or not you'd actually survive with this. I didn't use it, I didn't trust it, so I can't survive or not. But will you survive? The truth is, we don't know. So we're gonna have to put this one in the middle somewhere, because it might work, but it might not. And for the last item on this list, but definitely not the least, we just have a simple flashlight. Now, this flashlight right here was able to last me as long as I needed it to. It even has a strobe mode as well, coming in at a $4 price tag. If it's light, it's right, am I right? So it works. So will you survive? Definitely will survive. Thank you guys for joining me on this segment of Will You Survive? My name is Drew, your host, and I will see you guys in the next one. 24 hours. I can't tell y'all how happy I am to leave. As soon as this truck pulls up, I'm gone. And don't ever go camping using Temu products.